Let's go, guys. It's your boy Raul TV, Team R4UL, your favorite YouTube mechanic. We're back again, and what I've got here is a Hyundai i30 on a 2015, that is Hyundai i30, and we're gonna go ahead and what it is, I don't even know what's wrong with it. Basically, this is what it's doing. Check this out. So basically, when you're starting the car up, so it starts up on idle, tick over, it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so when I rev it, it cuts off. Okay, leave it in the comment section. Anybody knows what this problem is, okay, enlighten me. It could be anything. Okay, I really think it's the fuel filter, because when you start it up, it's not been serviced for 26,250 days. Okay, so I think the fuel filter is absolutely clogged up, blocked up. The air filter, I'll show you how bad the air filter was in a minute. So basically, start it up, it starts up running and everything. Rev it once, it's staying running this time. When it warms up, it's okay. Right, that's it. See, it's running. So I'll leave it for about 10 seconds. I've left it for about 10 seconds, right? And I think because when you leave it for 10 seconds, all the rubbish, all the crap and everything inside the fuel filter, it sinks down and then basically picks you up again. And yeah, it does that. So let's start it up again. So rev it. Cuts off. Right, that's the problem with this car. Hyundai i30 2015, and yeah, that's the problem. Right, it's a diesel one as well. Right, let's go. Let's see if we can find out what the problem is. Okay, guys, so this is the air filter. Check that out. I don't think it's been changed in its lifetime. 2015-16, this one, Hyundai i30, and check that out. That is bad enough. Right, so if the air filter's like that, the fuel filter, I don't think it's ever been changed. And I think I've done a video on the fuel filter. Go check that out. You know, give me a like and thumbs up on that one. But yeah, if it is the fuel filter, I think that's the easiest thing to change. Not the hardest job in the world. What my brother thinks it is this, the throttle body. And one way to have a little sneak peek, take that off, the boost sensor. So we'll take the boost sensor off. There we go. And that looks clogged up inside there. So if that's like that, more than likely this one, like the VWs, remember the CR engines where they have the throttle body there, okay, it could be blocked up as well. So which one shall I go for first? I think this is accessible here. We'll go for this one first. Take this off, take the pipe off, and we'll have a look inside. If it's clogged up, then we'll go with that one, clean that one up. We'll go with this one. Let's go. Another thing I forgot to mention is I undid this one, the airflow meter, and started it up. It does exactly the same thing, so it's not that. The throttle body is here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, like I mentioned, we're going to take the pipe off. Let's just take this pipe off and see how it is inside. If it looks clogged up, blocked up, then we'll clean it up and see what's what. Right, come on, let's go, let's do it. Right, okay, so in order to take this off, let's get these wires, plugs out of the way. Take this, move this one out of the way. Move this one out of the way as well. Right, then what I'm going to do is, as you can see here, it's got this one of these special Jubilee clips on, which I haven't got the thing for it, so I'm just using a pair of pliers to take that off. Okay guys, sit rep. So as you can see inside there, it looks absolutely clean. Also, this looks quite newish, so maybe somebody in the past has changed that, replaced that, thinking it might be that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take that off. We'll check inside the inlet manifold, see how bad it is. It does look a little bit, you know, clogged up and everything inside there. So let's take this off. Oh, it's only 3 10 millis bolts and nuts, basically. What? Oh, is it 3 or 4? 4, sorry. 2 nuts on the bottom, this one, and there's another one there, and 2 on the top, this one and this one. Let's take that off and yeah, see what's inside it. Let's go. Okay guys, so I've took this off. As you can see here, it looks very clean. Okay, it looks like it's a new one actually. Somebody's fitted this one in the past. Right, in here, doesn't look the best. As you can see there, it looks clogged up and everything. So 2 ways to go about this. Either take the manifold off totally, clean it up and everything properly, or what you could do is get like a metal rod or something and try cleaning it up and see what happens. Okay, that's what I've done. I've got like a screwdriver, prodded and everything, try to clean it up the best I can, and then we're going to start it up and see what happens. Yeah, right, let's do this. Let's get this back on and let's see what happens. Right, okay guys, right, so I've put the throttle body back on, give it a little clean out best I can without taking the manifold off. Let's see if that makes any difference. So basically, start it up. There we go, starts up, give it a rev. There we go, not cutting out, not cutting out. Try that again. Right, so it's running idle. Give it a rev. It wants to cut out, it wants to, but... Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it for 10-20 seconds, see what happens.
A few moments later.
Right, okay, so I've left it for about 10-20 seconds. Before, when I started it up, right, rev it, get it to about 2,000, 2,500 RPM, it cuts off, okay? When you let go of the gas. So, start it up. Just about starts up, rev it. So far looking good, right? Okay, so I think the best bet with this one is we take the manifold off, clean it up properly. Also, I have to get this guy to do a service on this car as well. So basically do a service on it and clean the manifold up. Right, let's go, let's do it. Okay guys, I'm sorry about the noise and everything. I don't know if you can hear me, but there's a car running on the other side. Obviously I've took all the wires and plugs and everything, all the switches off for the manifold. I'll be straight honest with you, they're pretty much easy. So what we're going to do is just make sure you take that one off, and there's another one underneath there, that one off as well, because they go underneath the manifold, onto the manifold. Right, okay, let's take them two off. Then we'll tackle the this housing here. We're going to leave this housing on. We'll just take that bolt off there, as you can see there, that 10mm bolt out there. So we can leave that there. Okay guys, sit rep. Situation report is I've took that off, as you can see there. That one's off there, that's moving. That's off the manifold as well. What I'm going to do now, the trickiest part of this job is, I would say, this EGR valve pipe. Right, the pipe there. So it's held on with two 12mm bolts. As you can see, the one there, just there. And another one, if you go to this side, you'll see it just there. Right, so the best way to do it is move the air filter pipe out of the way. Move this air intake pipe out of the way, intercooler pipe out of the way. And if you want to make your life really easier, you can go ahead and take the water hose off. But I'm not going to do that, because if you take the water hose off, you'll have to basically put new antifreeze in it, new coolant in it, then bleed the system and everything. So you can get a spanner in there, like this, okay? Which I have done, and I've already cracked it and everything, right? Or you can get a ratchet from underneath here with a 12mm. Take that off from there. Right, so yeah, whichever way you're comfortable with, just do it that way, and let's take them two bolts off. Okay guys, one little top tip which I forgot to mention: take the air filter box totally off. It's only held on with 3 bolts, one there, okay, one here and one here, totally off. Air filter box totally off. You'll see it when you get to it. You'll see it dead easy to take the air filter box off. Now I can get my hands in there, them two 12mm bolts, get the ratchet on there, no problem whatsoever. Take that one off, go around to this side, as you can just make it out there, get the ratchet on there, counterclockwise, boom, there we go, that's gone as well. So that's, you get the picture. Take them two off and we'll go from there. Okay guys, sit rep, as you can see there, I've got them 2 bolts off. Them 2 bolts are off there on the EGR pipe. Right, in theory now, if we take all the manifold bolts off now, it should come straight off. Right, so in order to take this off, I think they are 12mm bolts, 12mm or 13mm bolts. Right, you got two nuts, which one is missing on ours, as you can see there. Somebody's been messing about with it, fiddling about with it. Maybe they tried taking it off and they couldn't. Right, so as you can see there, another nut on this side. I think they're 12. Yeah, they look like 12mm or 13. I could be wrong, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take these off. This one, another one there, all along the bottom there. Take them off, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this manifold should come off, right? The only obstacle we've got in the way is this pipe. I really don't want to take it off the, you know, the high pressure rail, right? Okay, the fuel rail. I don't want to take it off that, but we're going to try to basically slide it this way, and it might come off, right? Lift it up a little bit, obviously the studs are there, and then slide it this way, it might come off. If it doesn't, then we will have to take this pipe off, then we'll have to prime it. We are going to do a little service on it, do the fuel filter and everything, so yeah. Right, come on, let's do this. Let's take these bolts off and we'll go from there. Right, you might be thinking, why am I not using my old trusty, the Milwaukee electric ratchet? It's messed up, okay? I bought it brand new, messed up within 1 year, rang Milwaukee up, they won't guarantee it because it's just over a year, right? That's pathetic, stupid, that is. So I've ordered another one, not from Milwaukee, some other company, and yeah, we're just waiting for that one to arrive. But since before it arrives, we just have to do everything manually. Right, so yeah, we're getting on it, taking all these bolts off. Let's go. Okay, guys, sit rep. As you can see here, everything is off. It's all freestyling and everything, ready to come off. The issue we have is this pipe here that goes onto the fuel rail. We just have to take it off, 17mm. You are going to get some diesel coming out from there. Don't worry about it, you just have to prime it once you're done. Okay, that's off from there. It goes down there onto the fuel pump. We're going to go ahead and take it off from there as well, and hopefully that will move out of the way, and the manifold should just slide straight out. Right, okay, let's do it. Right, okay, so that pipe is off. This will absolutely just freestyle off. As you can see here, it's just held on with there. Get both hands onto it. Just guide that off. You know what the score. Let's take it off, and yeah, let's go from there. Let's see what it looks like inside the manifold, inside the port and everything. Hopefully it's blocked up, clogged up, and we'll give it some cleaning out, and we're good to go. Let's do it. Okay, guys, sit rep. As you can see there, right, I've tried giving it a clean out. I'll give it more clean out in there. This one, on the other hand, okay, not that bad actually. Okay, it's not that clogged up. It's not clogged up at all, actually. I think it was this valve here. It was clogged up, and you know, when I tried with the screwdriver, it unblocked it, and happy days. It's all working and everything. But we are going to flush it out, clean it out inside here, or it could be the EGR valve, which is down there, which is another job, a mission of a job. That could be clogged up. So yeah, it could be anything. So this video is not. I'm not specifically saying this like a EGR valve replacement or manifold replacement. It's a process of elimination. We're gonna, like I mentioned, I'm doing this. Okay, I'm gonna do the fuel filter, which is buried in there. I think I've done one on another Hyundai or Hyundai. Yeah, so check that video out. So basically, same principle. It's down there. Take the battery off and everything. We'll get to it there. Right, so I'm gonna take this pipe off, little Allen key, and clean that out properly. Give the inlet manifold a flush out. You know, brake cleaner, some white spray, whatever you've got, cleaning product, give that a flush out, and yeah, get this back on there, do the fuel filter, and happy days. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's do it.
A few moments later.
Right, there we have it, guys. I've cleaned it up as best as I can. Okay, I know it's not 100%, but yeah, it is what it is. I can't get into it any more than that, other than replace the manifold. So we're not going to go ahead and replace the manifold. So yeah, cleaned it up best I can. I'm going to get the EGR pipe back on, get the manifold back on. Let's get this little pipe back on. I'll even give it a wash out as well, you know, get some degreaser inside there and give it a wash out, like a steam wash kind of thing. So yeah, let's get it on, let's go. Okay guys, so as you can see here, I've got the manifold back on. I mean, it's exactly the same way we took it off. If you got two people to help you, obviously, if you get another person to help you, it'll be a lot easier. So basically move these out of the way and just get the manifold on. We've got the manifold on there. got the bolts on, not tight, as you can see it's moving and everything. You want to first off get all the bolts on, okay, and then tighten it up. So you know, I mentioned you need to take this off, that off, and another one on that side, right? You don't have to. Basically take that main bolt off here, this one off here, and that's it, you're good to go. Basically leave them on, that they come off with the manifold, right? So I'll get the EGR bolts on, 2 there, right? Get everything on, right, and then go tightening it up, because if you go tightening it up now, then obviously they won't line up, and then you have to take everything back off again. So yeah, all the bolts are on, finger tight, except for them 2. Let's get them on, let's go. Okay guys, sit rep. As you can see here, I've got all the nuts and bolts on the manifold. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to go tightening them up. If you want the proper torque settings, just go on the auto data, you get the proper torque settings. I just go hand tight as I can. I have 25 years experience, so it just needs to be tight, that's all. So that's it. Tighten that up. Tighten all of them up. Let's go. Right guys, as you can see here, the manifold is on, totally on. Obviously we haven't got the wires and pipes and all these things back on. Pipe here, this fuel pipe going to the injector pump, that's on but not tightened up. We're going to get all the ancillaries, all the piping, everything back on, and yeah. Right, so yeah, the air filter, everything, I'm just going to leave them off for now. I'm going to put the throttle body, everything back on, leave the air filter off. I'm going to take the battery off and everything, because I need to do the fuel filter, which is down there. Okay, so yeah, you guys obviously, if you're, you know, if you are doing this job, cleaning the manifold and everything, you don't need to do the fuel filter. But because this car hasn't had a service for like 10 million years, right, I am gonna do the fuel filter, and hopefully everything should be all right. Right, so we're gonna get everything on in reverse order, all the switches, all the little pipes, ancillaries, everything. Let's go. Okay guys, everything is back on. Air filter is back on. I know I said I'm not going to put the air filter back on, but I have put the air filter back on. But one more thing before I go start it up is obviously we took the fuel pipe off the fuel rail, which goes onto the injector pump. Right, so yeah, because of that, it might not start up first time. You might need to get easy start in there, bit of a brake cleaner or easy start, bleed it through, prime it up, and eventually it should go. If you had a manual pump, you could have pumped it next to the fuel pump, fuel filter, but this one hasn't. It's an electronic one, so it might just force it through. So yeah, let's try it and let's start it up. Right, okay, so it might not start up like I mentioned, but let's go for it. There we go, it did start up actually, right, after a few turns, because it's an electronic pump. You know, normally it has the manual pump on the fuel filter. This is an electronic one. Happy days, it's running. Let's rev it. Absolutely banging. Look at the revs, absolutely on, bang on. Just say 850, 900. Okay guys, we've done that and everything. Obviously the customer doesn't want to have the service doing on the car and everything. He doesn't want the service doing. So at least I'm going to replace the fuel filter. I told him, listen, I don't care what you say, we need to replace the fuel filter, because if it's been that many thousand miles and he's not had the service done, he can do the oil and whatever he wants, but at least do the fuel filter. That will, I think that's connected to this problem, because I think the fuel filter will be absolutely rubbish. Okay, so let's do that. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but yeah, basically we're going to take this off. So I'm going to do 2 videos. Obviously one video is going to be the fuel filter replacement on a Hyundai i30 2015-16 plate, and it's going to be a continuation of this video as well. So if you just want to replace the fuel filter, go check that video out. If you want to do the full Monty, the full job, check this video out. Right, let's go. Okay, so the fuel filter replacement, we're going to go ahead and take the top half of the air filter box off. Dead easy. Boom, boom. Take that pipe off from there. That should come off. Happy days. Let's go. Right, okay, the next thing what we're going to do is 12mm socket ratchet extension. Take the bracket off for the battery. Take that off. We'll go from there. Right, okay, next thing what we're going to do is obviously we took the bolt off, the bracket is there. That should come off. There we go. It will come off, eventually it will come off, but just mess about with it, there we go. Just leave it there. Right, okay, we're going to go ahead and take the battery leads off, 10mm.
So what you can do,
one here, one over here. Right, take them two off. Move them out of the way. Battery should come straight off. This one, that one, and that one. Let's take them off. Let's go. Okay, guys, me being a numpty and an idiot and everything, I've done this the wrong way around. Actually, I'll be straight honest with you. After you take the battery off, okay, what you could do is instead of taking the battery tray off, which I tried taking off, and yeah, you don't have to do that. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take them two off, like I mentioned. You know, the 10mm there on this side. Just take that one off, that 10mm off as well, right? And then basically the little cable ties, cut the cable tie off there, one little cable tie there, right? And the ECU, if you want to go all out, just take the ECU wire off. It just basically flicks over like this, okay, if you want to, but I don't like taking the ECU wire off. I don't know why, I've just got this habit of not taking the ECU wire off. So I'll just move it out of the way. As you can see, the fuel filter is there. I can get to gain access to that, no problem whatsoever. This cable tie here, just cut that off. Then the wiring loom, everything will move over this way as well. Yeah, so what you could do is, instead of taking the battery tray off, I'm sorry I said take the battery tray off, you don't have to, we all make mistakes and everything. So basically, just take this bolt off, like I mentioned, this one off here, a few cable ties. As you can see, there's another cable tie there, okay, onto the fuel filter housing. So just cut that off, then the whole ECU, everything will come this way. And yeah, we can gain access to the fuel filter, no problem whatsoever. Let's go. Right, okay, the next thing what we're going to do is, as you can see, that's moved away. We'll go ahead and take all these plugs off. Right, so like, for instance, this one, you have to push it and then pull at the same time as well. So, push it down and pull at the same time. There we go. Brute strength. This one has got a little clip underneath there. Just flick it down and then that should pull off. These pipes here, as you can see, that blue little clip thing, hit it on this side, there should be another one on the other side, and that should move backwards. So you get the picture. We're going to take all these pipes, everything off, and then we'll go from there. Right, let's do it. Okay guys, so as you can see there, the pipes are off. Two pipes, you can't really get them wrong. One goes on that side, the other one goes on the other side. The wires are off there. That one's off from there. It might have a wire underneath, I'm not 100% sure. Just bear with me on that one. What we're going to do now is we're going to take them three off. This one, them two there on the top, 10mm, one more on the bottom there. Take them three off. The whole bracket, the fuel filter, everything should come off together. I've already cracked it, so as you can see, they're finger tight. Just get a 10mm socket and the ratchet, and just take them off. Right, let's go. Okay, after them three are off, as you can see there, them three are off. Just move these pipes out of the way, and that should come straight off. You might need to guide it through and everything. There we go. Oh, watch the fuel. Happy days. There's one fuel filter bracket and everything off. Right, let's take the fuel filter off totally. Okay guys, so as you can see there, I've got the fuel filter off, well, with the housing and everything off. What we're going to do now is just pull these out of the way here. And we have having a fuel leak everywhere as well. Pull that out of the way as well. We're going to take this bottom unit off here as well, the water sensor, whatever it is. We're going to take that off. We're going to take these two bolts off, then go around to this side here, take that 10mm bolt off as well, and that's it. This casing should come off and we'll go from there. Right guys, so as you can see there, I've took them two bolts off on the side here. I mean, if you want to, you can leave them on, right, and slide the filter up, you know, through the top. But I thought I'd just take it off totally. This one as well, that bolt here on this side, take that off as well, 10mm bolt. So now that will spread up. If you leave them on, you'll have to take this off, this one, and then it will slide up. But if you take them off, you can leave it on there, right, and then I'll demonstrate, get it on the vise, and then basically a lot easier. Okay, we want to work easy. Okay, so I've took the bolts off, only 2 bolts anyway, and yeah, this should slide up now. And let's replace the filter. Hey guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this wire off from here, okay, and then we're going to undo that from the bottom there. Okay, you can undo it after or now. I'll leave it on for now. That way, we're not going to have fuel all over the show. So, yeah, I've got it clamped up on the vise. I mean, because we're replacing it, I've clamped it up big time, so I'll just give it a proper clamping. Let's say it can't go anywhere. And 2 ways to do it. One is we unscrew the top off, or we unscrew the filter off. I think the best way to do it is unscrew the filter off, okay? So I'm going to take it off again. I don't know why I did that. Right? Or if you feel it's strong enough, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try unscrewing the top off. Right, so I'm going to get some big dogs, some big clamps or something. Try unscrewing the top off. If you can't do it that way, what I suggest you do is try unscrewing the filter. That will be a lot easier. Okay guys, so as you can see there, I've clamped it on the metal piece here, not on the plastic. Not on the plastic, on the metal, okay? So as you can see there, I've clamped it on the metal piece there, the aluminium there. Don't clamp it on the plastic, okay? So all we do now is get the big dogs. And you get the picture. It's turning. Just take that off. Happy days, let's go. Okay guys, I've got the new filter on there, and as you can see there, that's on. Right, I've got that on there. It's hand tight. I get it on hand tight. Get some rags and stuff like that. Just tighten it up best you can. Exactly the same way. Clamp it on the metal piece there. Okay, and then hand tight. That's it. That'll do. Let's get this bracket back on. The housing back on, and let's refit it in reverse order. Let's go. Okay, there we have it. The fuel filter rebuilt and everything. We're gonna get it in there. Okay, can't really get it wrong. In reverse order. Two hands will be better. There we go. That's on there. Get the pipes round this way, just in case we trap them and everything. So you get the picture. We're going to fit it in reverse order. Pipe on there. Pipe on there. The pipe on there as well. Okay, we'll get these nuts on. Where are they gone? There they are. Get that one on, get the bottom one on, get all these wires and everything back on, and yeah, let's finish the job off in reverse order. Let's go. Right, okay guys, so as you can see, the fuel filter is back on there. It's in and everything's on. Put that bolt back on. That one is back on. That's back on. ECU's in there. I'm going to get the battery back on. And I'll be straight honest with you. You know, like I mentioned, to take the battery tray off and everything, you don't have to take all that off. Me being an idiot. Anyway, I'm going to get the battery back on, the air filter box back on and everything. And yeah, that's it. So basically, if you want to, take the air filter box off. If it gives you a lot of room, I mean, it's only 2 bolts or 3 bolts, right? And the battery comes off. Makes your life easier. But as for the tray, leave the tray on. And yeah, the way I said, just take them 3 bolts off and you're good to go. Anyway, let's get the battery on. Let's go. Right, okay guys, so as you can see there, everything is back on in reverse order. I mean, I know I rushed it a little bit, but in reverse order, everything is on. Air filter's on, air filter box back on, battery on. Everything is on. We're going to go and start it up. You might need to prime it. If you need to prime it, basically all we do is take the air filter box off, get some easy start on there, get the car running, should be alright. And yeah, but these normally, they're okay, they're not too bad, they prime up pretty well. Alright, let's start. Well, there we have it guys. Right, the job is complete and everything. We've replaced the fuel filter, we've done the inlet manifold and everything, and the throttle body cleaning up and everything, and the car seems to be okay. Well, leave it in the comment section if you ever come across this problem where the car starts up and then rev it, as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it cuts off. Okay, so I think it is that. Okay, it might not be that, but I think it might be that. Okay, so well, trial and error. So yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out. If it didn't help you guys out, I'm sorry. Tried my best. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section. Throttle TV, Team R4UL. We'll see you guys next time.